Name is Ikechukwu. Presently, I add Ikechukwuka because it's only in God that you can find the strength for what you need to do. And there is no power on earth, in heaven, under the sea, wherever, that can challenge the power of God. And so when I realized this, I had to add the name the way it suits, Ikechukwuka. I don't want to use today for my testimony. I just want to discuss contemporary issues. Yes, contemporary issues. I listened to a friend, a dear friend of mine, who was making some arguments for polygamy. I listened to her intently. A very wonderful presentation in the minds of people. But each time I think of what she said, I just feel like exonerating her because, one, she's married to a very handsome man, comfortable, making efforts to make things available for her. She came from a home that has that kind of definition too. So I was only wondering, where did she ever have an experience of what it takes to live in a polygamous home, for her to even imagine how it will be. And so, because I know a little of her background, I was able to just let go of her misconceptions. And so I was thinking that one day I'll find time to talk about polygamy. I took time to go through the scriptures, the Bible, to look at those who started polygamous lives, right from the ones who consider our fathers in faith, and so on. And so, most likely, when you're talking about issues of human, it's Adam and Eve. That's the starting point. But think of it. I guess God should have the urgency then for procreation and filling the earth, if that actually was the first instruction that he gave to this man and woman that he created in Genesis chapter 1. But no, he allowed Adam to have one wife. And so if you look at those who some people will make references to in the Old Testament of having more than one wife, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Israel, and so on, you will find out that their having more than one wife was actually circumstantial. It was born out of circumstance. It wasn't as if this was what they had intended right from the beginning and they set out for it. No. Take the case of Jacob, Israel. He had an intention of getting married to Rachel. But unfortunately, by the tradition of the people, he had worked 14 years as bride price. And at the end of 14 years, the senior, Leah, was rather given out to him. Circumstance. And so he had to come back to ask for where his love was, which was Rachel. And he had to work another number of years to have Rachel. And these two sisters lived with their husband, having children. And because Rachel was not having the children as fast as she had wanted, she gave her own maid, her median, to the husband. And the sister, envious of the fact that these two will have as many children or more children that she can produce as one woman, she also gave up her own maid. And so Jacob, Israel, ended up with 4 wives. And from 4 wives, they were able to produce 12 tribes of Israel. Presently, I have friends who are products of matrimony, big families. And so in the mind of people, these people I enjoy, But I had encounters with some of them. And they will tell you that they will never subscribe to polygamy because they know what they went through in polygamous home. And so why would somebody whose senses are right be able to stand and give credence to polygamy? I have close friends, like I said before, who are products of polygamous home, and none of them had made an attempt on it. Where I come from, the family where I come from, I am old enough to know the circumstances of most homes there. None of my uncles, none of my father's brothers had more than one wife. And if anything should happen to this one wife, the wife is replaced. So sometimes you find that they can't continue with the marriage and the man sends the woman home to marry another wife, or that the wife is late and he chose to marry another one in replacement. But I can stand it anywhere to talk about it. Don't make references of things that you have not encountered. Polygamy is not a good thing for any man or woman. No matter how much you think you can cope with it, it is not an ideal thing for even others to give credence to, and for other people to expect that they can manage in it. Be wise.